Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Nottingham Forest Career Mode. This is the beginning of Season 4. And as you know, we already know how much money we've got to spend. It's not massive. We've got around 20 million in the bank. But of course, we did have some players joining up with the squad on free transfers. 3 new players. We have Sandro, we have Kishner, and we also have Nicolas Schuler, who is going to be a very, very good defender for us. Kishner, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm a little bit disappointed. I thought he might be a little bit better by the time we sign him up. But to be honest, the fact that he's got 5-star skills, he's the first player in our squad to have that. The fact that he can play on both wings and down the middle, he's going to be a great squad player. But of course, Sandro was the main signing. This guy is, I'm pretty sure, going to be broken for us because, I mean, just look at this, 97 finishing. What the hell happened with him? I don't understand that at all. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the 4-star skills, which would have been nice, but physically, this guy is fantastic, and of course, technically, he will be very good as well. Ex-Barcelona, so there's no surprise there. So, moving down to the bench, this is how things look at the moment. Van Drongelen, Pereira, Barmin, Ayub, Ariyibi, Plata, and Schick. And then on the reserves, we've got a bunch of players that I think I'm probably going to go ahead and shift along. So maybe Abraham, if we can get a big offer for him, we will probably let him go. I think I might sell Clough as well and maybe bring in someone else. I haven't decided just yet. Inache will definitely be sold. Saliba will keep him. I think we'll probably sell one of either Krunic or Cash. It really depends on how much money I need to bring in the players I want, which I will show you in just a minute. And the last player we definitely will be selling is Henderson. So as soon as an offer comes in for him, we will let him go. So that's the first team, and this is the second team. So the players that you're seeing here, I will probably not sell. So those players are all staying. So if I jump over here to my players up for sale, you'll see that I've listed 5 of them here. Henderson, Clough, Inache, Osborne, and Abraham. Now, I'm not sure about Osborne. The only issue I see is I play him as a centre mid and not a left midfielder. And I kind of feel like I can do better in each of those positions than Osborne. So he kind of doesn't quite fit in. I don't really know how I feel about it. It all depends on how much money gets offered. But Abraham, Inache, and Henderson are definitely being sold. So now I'm going to show you my shortlist. And we've got a few players here that I'm definitely interested in signing. So we've got João Palina. I'm probably saying that one wrong, but this guy, I think he's an exciting prospect. Well, normally he is. At the moment, it just says he's been at the club since 2015, but I know for a fact this guy has a very high potential, and he could be exactly what we need to go up along with Galdamez when Dani Garcia is getting on a little bit. We've also got Danilo Pereira, so 2 players playing in the Portuguese league. Danilo Pereira is 86 rated, and he's got everything I would want. The only issue with him is he's going to be probably around that 30 million mark, which, yeah, we just do not have that kind of money. We have Malcolm. This is a Brazilian right midfielder with only 12 months remaining, so we probably could pick him up cheap, and he's the exact type of winger I like. He plays on the right, but he's left-footed. I also like my left midfielders to be right-footed, so they can cut in and have long shots and things like that. We have Alan Saint-Maximin. I've used him before. Obviously, in my Portsmouth career mode, he was really good. And again, I mean, I look at his stats. He could be absolutely perfect for us. We've also got Florian Mayolida. This guy is Franck Ribéry's Regen. So a left midfielder / left winger. Unfortunately, not quite as skillful, but only 18. And I'm guessing he's probably around the 70s mark. The only problem with him is he has recently joined, so we will not be able to sign him up just yet. I'm not sure why it's not saying it there. It did last time I checked, so it will be a move in January if we decide to go for him. But last, I found a striker. Now, you're probably looking at his name and thinking, that looks a little bit Swedish. Well, you would be correct. And I'm pretty sure this is Zlatan Ibrahimovic's Regen. I cannot find Ibrahimovic. He's, for some reason, regened into the free agents, which can happen. So, yeah, we could be picking up Zlatan's Regen. He looks extremely good. And the fact that he's a free agent, we'll only be paying his wages. So, to be honest, I'm going to go ahead and sign him right now. So, he wants 15k. We can easily afford that. So, we'll go ahead and get this deal done before the pre-season tournament begins. I'm going to give him squad rotation player because that's what he'll be. Now, if he signs that, I think I probably will sell Clough. I don't think we'll need him anymore. Or maybe Walker, the other striker we've got, the other youngster, because Clough can play at cam as well. So we're going to leave the Ribery regen just for now. I think out of these wingers, I'm more interested in signing Malcolm. I think with the introduction of Kishner, who can play on the left and the right, I'd like Malcolm to potentially play on the right with Kishner on the left. I like Larsson, but as I've mentioned, I'm not 100% sure if Larsson is exactly what I'm looking for. And then I think I'd rather go with... I think I might try and get Pereira, but Palhinha will be absolutely fantastic as well. So we'll wait for these scout reports to come back on Malcolm and Palhinha. I think with Malcolm, it could be just a straight swap. I might actually be able to do just a Larsson swap. I mean, should we try it? I know for a fact that Malcolm is around the 25 to 30 million mark when he hits that 80 rated area. I've actually tried signing him before in a career mode I did on stream, I believe it was. So I know he's going to be expensive. Let's see how much Larsson is worth, if I can find him. Larsson, where are you? I believe he's around 14 million. Okay, 15 million. That is not too bad at all. He's going to be lower rated than Malcolm. I'm hoping Malcolm's around the 83, maybe the 82 mark. So, do you know what? Balls to it. Let's just go ahead and get an early offer in there before anyone tries to sign in. We'll do a straight swap with Larsson, and I would be more than happy to do that deal. I think I'm going to wait on Palhinha's scout report to come back. And maybe Maximin can wait as well. I don't necessarily need him, but he could be another option should we not get Malcolm. So, let's go ahead and advance. I've already started the training this season. Orsie's going to be in there. Hopefully we can get him to 80 rated nice and soon. Oh, wow. Straight away, we've got two bits of great news. The Larsson plus 0 money has been accepted. So a straight swap. And Malcolm is only going to be 50,000 per week as well. That's actually pretty amazing. 4-year contract, and we'll get him on crucial first team player. He will definitely be straight into this team. So that was easy. And then we have Victor Olmebek. I'm going to have to get Ellen to teach me how to pronounce this guy's name, seeing as she is actually from Sweden. We'll go ahead and accept that. 15,000 per week. That is an absolute bargain. The question is how high rated is he? I'm hoping he's around the mid-70s. So Pereira already one time has said that he's going to leave the club. He then changed his mind. I offered him another contract and he declined it again. So we have a major contract problem with Pereira. So we'll have to look out for that. We will see what happens. Hopefully we can keep him because I'd rather not spend money on another right back. But you never know what's going to happen. He might change his mind and stay once again. So we are in the pre-season tournament with Villarreal and 2 other random teams that I know nothing about. We have 2 emails which we're going to go ahead and delete. Those 2 players are being sold, so I'm not too worried if they're not too happy with not playing. Let's go ahead and simulate this first game. We'll use the calendar just because it's a little bit quicker. And let's see what result we get. We get, wow, a 3-0 win. Not too bad at all. That's a great start. And we've got 3 emails. Hopefully some good news. Oh, it is good news. Malcolm is joining up with the team. We haven't spent a penny. And I've replaced a player that I'm not particularly pleased with. I think Larsson was a decent signing, seeing as he was a free signing. We got him on a pre-contract. And now we've swapped him in for an even better player. And look at that. Perfect. We've actually achieved one of our objectives already. So they wanted us to bring some top talent to the club, and we've just done it. So Malcolm has accepted. That is very good news. Did I just delete an email that I needed? I really hope not. I've got a feeling I might have accidentally deleted something that I shouldn't have there. But let's have a look at Malcolm's ratings. So he'll be at the bottom. He is, oh man, 82 rated. Younger, more skillful, can play at cam as well. That is an absolutely perfect signing. So Larsson for Malcolm. I mean, that is pretty amazing. So I guess what we do is we put Kishner on the left and then Malcolm goes in on the right like that. And then we swap with Leali. We've also got Almabak, of course, the Swedish player, 75 rated. Zlatan's Regen. The only downside is he's a little bit short at 5'6". But to be honest, he is going to be extremely good for us. At the age of 19, was it? 75 rated already. So I think Walker and Clough could potentially go. But if Abraham goes, then I need to keep one of these guys as a backup to Schick. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure we will get an offer for Abraham at some point. And I'm hoping that'll be around the 20 million mark. I think he could easily get us about 20 million. And then we will be quids in. We'll be able to make a couple more signings, especially another left midfielder maybe and a central defensive midfielder. So we've got Van Drongelen and Orsi. I think we're missing one player through to, might be, yeah, it's internationals. Okay, so Galdamez I think was the other player. Let's go ahead and get the Zlatan Ibrahimovic's regen involved. We'll go ahead and train his finishing because I don't know what it is about this game, but whenever you get a regen, their finishing stats, their attacking stats are always really poor. So hopefully that's something they'll fix in the future. I think we'll go with 2 drills for him. We'll do his passing as well. That's a little bit low, so hopefully he will grow relatively soon. He might become an absolutely world-class player within a few months. You just don't know. He might feel just amazing in this game because he is so small and agile and he's quick. All we need to do is work on his finishing and he could be absolutely fantastic for us. So we still haven't had any transfer offers, which is a little bit weird. Oh, there you go. As soon as I say it, we get one. And I'm not even going to negotiate with that. Henderson looks like he could be going to Leeds for £75,000 less than his value, but he is 31, I think it was, or 30, so that's absolutely fine by me. We have another game to simulate. Another reason to simulate via the calendar is sometimes the assistant manager will play players that want to be played, and it hasn't backfired. We've actually got ourselves a 2-1 win there, so we're pretty much going through to the semi-finals now with those 2 wins, regardless of how Villarreal do. So we are going through, but are we going to be able to beat Villarreal as well and get a clean sweep? We have another transfer offer, and it's for Krunic. Okay, that's an interesting one. I obviously signed him for free as well. And don't forget, I do have cash. I don't know. I don't mean money cash. I mean we have cash, the player. I know that can be confusing sometimes. We've got Krunic in the same position. Do I make a counter offer here and just try and get a load of money for him? Why not? Because I like him, but I don't like him enough to potentially turn down £13.5 million. So let's see if Celta Vigo are going to be brave and go for it. Henderson's gone. Norway, I'm sorry, I wasn't interested in managing you. Not right now. Let's get into this third group stage game against Villarreal. It is, I think, a home game, so we should be able to win this. Let's just double check that. It is a home game, so we have a big chance here to win our first 3 games of the pre-season tournament. Let's see what happens. Don't forget they did win the Europa League, so they're not an easy team to play against. And we won 3-0, and we've got Real Madrid. Holy crap. That's a sign of things to come. Now that we're in the Champions League, those are the kind of teams we're going to come up against. So we are going to win a bit of money there. £2.5 million. That will come in handy, I'm sure. And, oh, that's not good news. So Pereira, he says, please put me on the transfer list. It looks like we are going to have to sign a new right back, which is a bit disappointing, to be honest. Although, I could do a little bit of a cheeky thing and just loan him out and then recall him, because I do actually quite like him and I don't want to lose him. So, do you know what? I might just go for it. I might just loan him out and then recall him. Hopefully you guys are okay with that. I just do not want to sell him. I really, really like him. So, for the second time, Pereira wanting to leave, we're going to add him to the loan list for a... Well, actually, I should have done a short loan, shouldn't I? Let's change that. Because then it'll be cheaper to actually bring him back. So, short loan. I think that's 3 months, or is it 6 months maybe? So, we'll go ahead and recall him as soon as we can, as soon as he's gone. And then hopefully he will be happy and will never bother me again about wanting to leave. We get a transfer offer here for Inache, and it's Charlton. This guy was a free agent, so yes, it wasn't the greatest idea, but at the time we needed reinforcements, so it worked out, and now we're making money off him. And oh my god, Celta Vigo have accepted an offer for Krunic. 13.5 million. What? That is absolutely incredible. Wow, I was not expecting that. So we're going to be making a lot of profit on him. This is why doing pre-contracts is so good. Now, we're at home against Real Madrid. Can we get another win? Probably not. We're probably going to get smashed like 3-0 here. Let's have a look. We are the home team. We've only lost 1-0. Okay, not too bad. And it looks like it's going to be Real Madrid and Bayern in the final. That was always going to happen, let's be honest. We never play the pre-season tournament. I probably would have lost anyway. So our next game will be in the Community Shield. And we've got another transfer offer. So that's a little bit cheap. I know Ben Osborne isn't the best player ever, but he's worth more than 3.6 million. So I'm going to go ahead and ask for 4.5. I will go ahead and do that deal. I think that's more than fair. Come on, Wolves, you know you want to. And we made pretty much £3 million. So not too bad. Just for playing 4 matches, we've earned ourselves a nice amount of money there. And that is the end of our pre-season tournament. And we get another transfer offer. This time it is for Clough. I think I'd rather keep Walker, to be honest. I like Walker. I think he's got something about him that Clough doesn't have. He's a bit quicker. He's slightly, I would say, more attack-minded. Clough, you can play him at cam, so he's almost like a midfielder. And we're going to get more money out of this. I think, again, I'm gonna counter offer 3.6 million. If Fulham come to that amount, they can take Clough. And, of course, the Zlatan Ibrahimovic regen takes his place instead. We still haven't had an offer for Abraham just yet. Oh, my God. As soon as I say that, it happens. Now, Crystal Palace. Now, that's interesting. They've already got Benteke. I believe they had another really good striker that was on the bench. I can't remember who it was. Do I really want to sell one of my better players, although I don't really like him that much, he is still one of our highest rated players, to a rival? Do I want Crystal Palace to strengthen even when they were so close to us last year? I think the answer is probably no, I don't want to. But if they're willing to overpay massively, then be my guest. We will go with £23.5 million. That is how much I want from a rival. I'd probably sell him for around 20 abroad, if that makes sense. Now, we've got training coming up, and player has been sold. I'm guessing that's Krunic. Wow, we made 10 million profit on him. That is unbelievable. Guys, if you're doing a career mode that's going to last seasons after season, definitely get pre-contract players that are going to be worth a lot the next season, because you can make some serious money on players that cost you nothing but wages. It's a really good way of making money in career mode. And look at that. His finishing's already gone up to 66. He got an A there in his chance creation. He's going to be such a great player for us. So, we still haven't had our scout report back yet, have we? Is that just me, or is that seems like it's taking forever. I don't know what route I'm going to take here, to be honest. I think I'm tempted to go for Maximin now that we've got some extra money, and Palina as well. I think I'd rather go with Palina instead of Pereira. I think there's something about this guy. What do I do? I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait a little bit more until the full scout report comes back. There's no rush. I don't think anyone's going to sign him. And if they do, I should get an email saying that someone's made an offer, so be careful. They've matched it. And, oh, wow, we have negotiated some great deals here. So both Fulham and Wolves are going to pay full price for those players. That is good news. And that definitely means we've got enough money now to invest in a few more players than I originally thought. I'm not interested in the England job, and they're willing to spend 19 million on Abraham. Oh, I've got to say it's tempting, but I'm going to go ahead and reject it. I'm waiting to sell him abroad. I don't really want to strengthen Crystal Palace, even though the Premier League has already been won by me. I don't really want to strengthen other teams anyway, you know. But maybe that was the wrong decision. I'm sure some of you will let me know in the comments below. We've got an offer here for cash. I'm going to reject all future offers because I want to keep him now. Krunic was just as good, if not a little bit better. But now that we don't have Krunic, I need to keep him. And there you go. Osborne has gone to Wolves. He was our first captain when we joined. And, well, technically, no, he's not. He was the first player I gave captain to. And let's see what happens here. We've got loads of emails. There's the scout reports we've been waiting for. And there's Clough gone to Fulham. So we've made some money there. England still trying to get us to be part of their management, but obviously they've rescinded the offer now that I haven't accepted it. Now this is the big moment. What rating are we going to be looking at with Palina? So he's 82 rated. He's obviously not going to be as good as Pereira physically. He's got better stamina, but that doesn't really mean too much. We're talking 2 stamina difference, but Pereira does seem to be better in that position. But I don't know, is that just me? It's going to be really difficult to decide between these two guys. They are very, very similar, aren't they? Okay, so I think a lot of people will be shouting at me saying, go for Pereira, he's the better player. So I think I'm going to make an offer for both. Their wages are going to be quite low anyway because they play in the Portuguese league. Their wages are always low there. We can easily afford this. I mean, look how much money we've got. That's pretty unbelievable. I'm going to be cheeky. Let's go in with an offer of like 26 million and just see what they say. It's a little bit less than his value. And I think we can probably do the same with Palina. His value is 19 million. If I go in with, say, 18 maybe, Maybe that's enough. We'll see. We'll go ahead and try, and hopefully we get some good news back. Now, do I go for Maximin as well? I probably can afford it, you know. Let's see if there's any players left in the team that I'm looking to sell. I think it's pretty much just Abraham. Maybe I could do a straight swap. What do we reckon? Abraham for Maximin? Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give it a go, and let's see what happens. But that, guys, is going to be the end of this episode. You guys have to wait and find out tomorrow to see if we do get any of these other players. So we're looking at Maximin, Polina, and Pereira. I think hopefully we'll get one of them relatively easy, but I'm a little bit worried that both of them will be difficult to do. So you will find out in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching this one, guys. And if you could drop a like on this video, I'd really appreciate it. Make sure you're subscribed as well. And I will see you in the next one.